All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. These two Ketuo knives got big upgrades, guys. And if you might be making a double take here and going, Casey, you reviewed these two knives before on the Knives Fast channel, and you're exactly right. And you can go watch that video, and you should. Today, we are doing a kind of update video on these two knives because Ketuo did something big to them to make them much better. Now, let's see what we've got here. First of all, we've got the Triad, which is a Felix Danchoira knife in M390 in titanium carbon fiber. And again, it is called the Triad. And then you've got the Griffin, which is this one. And these are both the V2, okay? And you've got carbon fiber and titanium M390. And it says TIC, and I'm not sure if they meant DLC but anyway, it's a black coating. I don't know what TIC is, designed by David Jin. All right, so what do we have here, and what's the big deal? Well, first of all, we have two gorgeous looking knives, and I enjoyed these the first time for sure. They're definitely a little bit different in some ways than I'm used to, but they are very nice. So we're not going to do full reviews. I'm not going to read a bunch of specs. I will have links down below, and I will give you pricing and a few facts here in a minute, and we will do our comparisons. But again, titanium liner here, and you have beautiful carbon fiber, shred carbon fiber over the top. And guys, here's the big deal. You have a button lock. These were button locks. But what you have here is a button actuated liner lock. Now they're calling it a top liner lock because but it's not the same thing. In my opinion, a top liner lock is basically the same thing as the Spyderco compression lock. What they did here was they put a liner in the middle there. My light is a little off. There we go. A liner in the middle there that is actuated by the button. And that is in both cases of these two knives. And we still have bearings. In this case, we still have a front flipper, we still have a thumb stud, and we still have a hole. Thus the name Triad. But what's the big deal of the top liner lock? A button lock, a plunge lock, uses a spring for the tension of your deployment. In this case, we actually have a detent ball down inside there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Detent ball, and that gives you a full-on detent to open this knife. Now, it is a stout detent. Not bad, though. I can definitely actuate it. It's a little harder for me on the front flip, but it is really, really nice. My only real complaint is that this carbon fiber is a little slick. Not too bad, but I actually dropped it on my stream and killed my computer. But you can see that detent is incredibly stout. Now, good, wow, see what I mean? Very excellent. Let's see, I can middle finger flick it, but can I do it off the thumb stud? I'm just curious. Cannot, but that's okay. It is dead center. When it's locked up, it is a little bit of side-to-side blade play. You can see your lockup, and there's about 20. It's not going anywhere, but worth noting. And just real quick, we'll do one or two little cuts here. It is a deep hollow grind with a flat out here at the tip. And if you don't go on the sharpening choil there, it cuts really well. There's your sharpening choil. Nice relief of the plunge. Just a good knife. Now, it is a lot of weight reduction inside, and it feels pretty light. Very nice. In the hand, you can feel this titanium clip just a little bit. You do have Ketuo on there. Nice lanyard. I love this back spacer. Nice lanyard hole. Good use of space indeed. I like this one. You do have kind of a harpoon, and your jimping comes way out to here. Feels really nice in the hand, okay? And this is the Griffin. Now, the Griffin is totally different. It's more of a space AG titanium, flat scales instead of contoured, but big chamfers here, kind of crazy looking screws. It does have a back spacer, kind of a some milling and holes in the back spacer to make it look like it's floating. You do have a big old hole in your back spacer. It is in M390. I believe this one is too. You have a flipper tab. Now, I got to tell you, the detent on that flipper tab is hardcore. It's funny, again, when you have so many deployment methods, it's hard to make them consistent. If you get used to that top flipper, it works pretty well, not too bad. The hole is great. Again, a little harsh on that flipper tab, and it's kind of sharp right there. So again, you do that a bunch of times, you're going to feel it. It is dead center, and it does come way out to the back spacer. Just really pretty beautiful knife when it is locked up. Our top liner lock, as they call it, is at about 20%. No blade play on this one, no lock rock. Very nice. And this guy, again, same problem. Don't put it in the back spacer. In the sharpening choil. You can't cut in the sharpening choil. By the way, we do have kind of a square cutout for the sharpening choil. I don't get it. I think they meant it to be a finger choil for grip, but no, that does not feel good to me. The only feasible grip on this knife is either back here like this, which 4-finger grip feels really nice, very forward on the cut, great thumb ramp, or you can come up on this flat and either do a pinch or come up in this harpoon. That feels good, but I would not be in there. That is just for me, but for me, I would not be in that spot. All right, sorry, trying to clear off some of this crazy cardboard real quick. All right, so comparisons, guys. Let's do that, and then we will wrap this sucker up and put a bow on it and have some fun. So this is the Ontario Rat 1. Oh, I forgot about it. I got to read you prices and availability and all that too. So we'll do that. Now you can see the Rat 2 is about the same size as the Triad, and the Rat 1, let's do this. We need to pair them up here. The Rat 2 is about the same size as the Triad, and the Rat 1 is about the same size as the Griffin. So really excellent comparisons indeed. Now, where I have chosen to show you guys the availability, I'm sure they're available elsewhere, but where I have found them is at White Mountain Knives. And again, if you remember, at White Mountain Knives, I'm an affiliate, and you can get 10% off. Now, they are both $250, and they are both available, and you can get 10% off with code KNIVESFAST at checkout. The Griffin is 8.52 inches overall, M390, 3.5-inch blade, and 4.7 ounces. And the Triad is, come on, tell me how long. The blade length is 3.2 inches. Doesn't give me the overall. That's great. Here we go. Overall, 7.61, 3.2 ounces. But again, both are good cutters. Both are very interesting knives. And I'm really glad to get a look at that improvement of the guys, I'm telling you, we just need to get rid of plunge locks forever and just do button actuated liner locks, top liner locks, whatever you want to call them. We should just be doing lots and lots of these and forget the plunge lock. My opinion, I'm allowed to. All right, so there you go. Guys, thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking these out. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think down below with a comment, and like and subscribe. And thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel.